Welcome to the deep dive. You send us the sources, we pull out the key knowledge, the stuff that really sticks.
Yeah, those aha moments.
Exactly. Today, we're getting into something pretty interesting. SecureBankBox and all the decentralized tech behind it.
Right. This comes from a study guide quiz and some detailed answers we looked at.
So think of this as your quick guide to understanding some complex stuff.
We're basically trying to shortcut the learning curve for you.
Our mission: break down SecureBankBox, figure out its core components, its potential, and why it matters.
Absolutely. We're looking at what could be a fundamental shift, potentially, in finance and data. These sources give a great look under the hood.
Okay, let's jump right in. Core decentralized technologies. The sources list three big ones: blockchain, smart contracts, and data tokenization.
The trifecta, really.
Let's start with blockchain. What's the main thing we need to grasp here?
Well, think of it like a digital ledger, but one that's shared, transparent, and crucially, can't be secretly changed.
Okay, unhackable, transparent record book.
Pretty much. For SecureBankBox, the big win is that tamper-proof quality. Every action leaves a permanent mark. So it creates this immutable audit trail that boosts accountability massively and makes tampering, well, almost impossible. Think about the trust implications.
Right, so trust is kind of baked into the system itself because of that unchangeable record. Okay, next, smart contracts. They sound automated. What do they actually do in SecureBankBox?
Yeah, they're all about automation. They're like self-executing agreements written directly into code on the blockchain.
Self-executing.
Meaning, when certain conditions are met, the contract automatically carries out the terms. No need for human intervention, necessarily.
So, examples from SecureBankBox.
Things like issuing assets, handling payment settlements, even checking compliance rules, they can all happen automatically based on the code.
Wow, that sounds way more efficient.
Oh, definitely. Speed and efficiency are huge potential gains.
All right, number 3, data tokenization. This one feels a bit more abstract, maybe. What's getting tokenized?
So, data tokenization is about taking real-world assets or data. The sources mention things like financial securities, real estate, and transforming them into digital tokens on the blockchain. These tokens are verifiable, they're tradable.
So instead of a paper deed or stock certificate, you have a digital token representing it.
Exactly. It makes things that were previously hard to trade, illiquid assets, much easier to divide up, buy, sell, track. Think fractional ownership becoming simpler.
Interesting. So how do these three blockchain, smart contracts, tokenization really work together here?
Well, the blockchain is that secure, trusted foundation. Smart contracts add the automated logic, the if this, then that. And tokenization provides the actual digital representation of value that can be moved around and managed by the smart contracts on the blockchain.
Got it.
Together, they create this programmable, trustless infrastructure. You can interact securely and efficiently, often without needing the old intermediaries.
Okay, foundation laid. Now, the sources get into decentralized mining, but it's not just Bitcoin mining, right? There's hotspot mining and AI coin mining.
Correct. Two distinct types mentioned.
Let's start with hotspot mining. What's the tech behind this? It uses LoRaWAN.
Yes, exactly. LoRaWAN, it stands for Long Range Wide Area Network. It's a type of wireless tech designed for low-power devices like IoT sensors communicating over long distances.
So not heavy-duty computation like traditional crypto mining.
No, not at all. Instead of complex math problems, hotspot mining is about providing and verifying wireless network coverage, building a decentralized network.
Building the network itself. And how do people earn tokens doing this?
By contributing to that network. You deploy and run a hotspot device, which acts as a gateway. By providing this coverage and transferring data packets, you earn tokens.
So you're rewarded for building infrastructure.
Essentially, yeah. Decentralized wireless infrastructure.
Okay, very different. Now, AI coin mining. Sounds like there are two flavors of this, too.
That's right. The sources point out two main forms. First is AI-optimized crypto mining.
Okay.
This is basically using machine learning, AI, to make traditional cryptocurrency mining operations more efficient. Better hash rates, lower energy use, that kind of thing.
So AI making old-school mining smarter. What's the second type?
The second one is mining AI-backed tokens. This is quite different. Here, you're actually contributing your computer's processing power.
Your GPU or CPU?
Yeah, exactly. Contributing that power to help train decentralized AI models.
Okay.
And in return for lending that compute power, you earn these specific AI-backed tokens. It's sort of like crowdsourcing AI training.
So you get paid in tokens for helping build AI, essentially. The source also mentioned an emerging use case.
Yes, it hints at the potential for AI coin mining to power things like decentralized AI data
Aid
marketplaces.
marketplaces.
Yeah, or even autonomous agents AI programs that operate independently.
Mhm.
Imagine needing compute power or specific data for an AI task and being able to access it decentrally, paid for with these tokens.
That could really open up access to AI tools.
Hmm.
So if we compare hotspot and AI coin mining, quickly, main differences.
Fundamentally different goals, really. Hotspot mining is about building physical network coverage using LoRaWAN. The incentive is expanding that wireless web.
Right, the infrastructure layer.
While AI coin mining is about providing computational power for AI tasks, it's fueling the intelligence layer, you could say. Both use tokens, both are decentralized, but they serve very different strategic purposes.
Okay, that clarifies it. Let's shift to infrastructure resilience. SecureBankBox apparently uses a decentralized setup for global resilience. How does that work?
It relies on a multi-node redundant architecture. So the system isn't running in one single place.
Not on one server farm somewhere,
Exactly. It's distributed across many nodes, geographically spread out with backups. This gets rid of single points of failure.
meaning if one node goes down.
The network keeps running. It's designed for high availability and can handle large transaction volumes. Plus, being spread out gives it resilience against regional problems like outages or disasters.
And this is crucial for the kinds of things SecureBankBox handles.
Absolutely. The sources mention mission-critical stuff like syndicated lending complex loans involving multiple banks and logistics tracking, which needs constant reliable data. You need that robust backbone.
Makes sense. Now, compliance. That's always a big hurdle, especially in finance. SecureBankBox talks about a compliance-first design. How do you build compliance into decentralized tech?
Yeah, that's a really key point they seem to be tackling. It's about embedding the rules directly into the system's architecture.
How?
One major way is through what they call jurisdiction-aware smart contracts,
Jurisdiction aware.
meaning the smart contracts are designed to know, essentially, where a transaction is happening or which regulations apply, and then adjust their behavior automatically to comply with those specific legal rules.
So the code itself adapts to different laws. That's clever.
It is quite sophisticated, yeah.
Yeah.
It aims to automate adherence to local regulations.
What about disputes? Things inevitably go wrong sometimes.
They've incorporated something called on-chain arbitration.
On-chain arbitration.
Yeah, it's basically a mechanism built into the blockchain using smart contracts to resolve certain types of disputes quickly and automatically based on pre-agreed rules. When a specific event triggers a dispute condition,
The contract executes the resolution.
that's the idea, to make it faster and potentially less costly than traditional legal fights. Plus, you have those immutable blockchain records, chain of custody logs, providing a transparent trail for compliance reporting and audits.
Okay, so trying to make compliance less of an afterthought and more part of the core system. Finally, let's bring it together. The integration of hotspot and AI coin mining within SecureBankBox. How do these mining activities fit in?
This is where it gets really interesting, potentially creating a kind of self-optimizing system.
How so?
Well, you have hotspot mining providing the decentralized network connectivity layer, right? The pathways for data.
Okay, the pikes.
And then you have AI coin mining providing the decentralized intelligence and compute layer, the brains to process that data or make decisions.
Right.
SecureBankBox, with its core blockchain, smart contracts, and tokenized assets, acts as the coordination and value transfer layer that connects these. It ensures everything works together seamlessly, rewarding the miners and enabling applications.
So maybe a sensor connected via a hotspot network sends data, which is then processed by an AI algorithm running on compute power sourced through AI coin mining, with the whole transaction managed by smart contracts on the SecureBankBox blockchain.
That's a perfect example of how the layers could interact. You've got the network layer, the compute layer, the logic layer, smart contracts, and the trust layer, blockchain tokens.
Sounds very integrated.
Yeah, the source suggests this positions SecureBankBox as a potential foundation for more autonomous systems in finance, logistics, maybe even governance down the line.
Okay, quite a journey through these concepts. Let's try to boil it down. What are the key takeaways for you, for our listener?
Well, first, SecureBankBox isn't just one thing. It's this blend of blockchain for trust, smart contracts for automation, and tokenization for handling assets digitally.
Right, that core trio.
Second, decentralized mining here is broader than we might think. Hotspot mining builds network infrastructure. AI coin mining builds compute and intelligence power. new incentive models.
Different ways to build the digital world.
Exactly. And third, the whole platform is designed with resilience, that multi-node structure and compliance, those jurisdiction-aware contracts seemingly built in from the start.
Okay, so bringing it all together, it feels like we're seeing the building blocks for potentially very different kinds of global digital systems, which leads to a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on.
Go for it.
We've seen how SecureBankBox tries to weave together these different decentralized technologies, networks, compute, logic, assets. What happens next? Consider the broader implications as these technologies keep converging. What totally new possibilities might pop up when decentralized networks, AI, and automated contracts really start working together seamlessly across industries?
Yeah, how could that reshape things we take for granted today?
Exactly. How might it change finance, supply chains, maybe even how we organize things? It's definitely something to think about.
Food for thought.
Absolutely. Thanks for digging into this with us on The Deep Dive.